In recent years, a concerning trend has emerged in child development. The age at which children, particularly girls, enter puberty has been steadily decreasing. This phenomenon, known as precocious puberty, has raised alarm bells among healthcare professionals and researchers alike. While various factors contribute to this trend, including improved nutrition and increasing rates of childhood obesity, a growing body of evidence points to a less visible culprit: endocrine-disrupting chemicals, or EDCs, found in everyday household products. This article delves into the complex world of EDCs, exploring their presence in common items we use daily and their potential impact on our children's development. We'll examine the latest research, discuss the most prevalent EDCs, and provide practical advice for families looking to minimize their exposure to these potentially harmful substances. To understand the significance of this issue, it's essential to look at the historical context. 2 centuries ago, the average age for a girl to experience her first menstrual period, or menarche, was around 17 years old. By the mid-20th century, this age had dropped to about 13 years. Recent studies suggest that this downward trend is continuing, with some girls showing signs of puberty as early as 8 or 9 years old. This acceleration in physical maturation is not without consequences. Early puberty has been linked to a range of long-term health risks, including increased risk of type 2 diabetes, higher likelihood of cardiovascular diseases, greater susceptibility to depression and other mental health issues, and the potential for behavioral problems and social challenges. Given these risks, understanding and addressing the factors contributing to early puberty is crucial for protecting the health and well-being of future generations. At the heart of this issue are endocrine-disrupting chemicals, the silent culprits. These substances have the ability to interfere with the body's hormonal systems, mimicking or blocking the action of natural hormones. EDCs can be found in a wide array of products we use daily, from personal care items to food packaging. EDCs work by interacting with hormone receptors in the body or by altering the production, transport, or metabolism of hormones. In the context of early puberty, these chemicals can mimic estrogen, potentially triggering premature breast development and other signs of puberty in girls. They can interfere with thyroid function, which plays a crucial role in growth and development. Additionally, they can disrupt the delicate balance of hormones that regulate the onset of puberty. Why children are particularly vulnerable. Children are especially susceptible to the effects of EDCs for several reasons. First, they have a higher surface area to volume ratio. This means they absorb more chemicals relative to their body size through skin contact, inhalation, and ingestion. Second, their detoxification mechanisms and blood-brain barriers are still maturing, making it harder for their bodies to filter out harmful substances. Third, during rapid growth and development, hormonal disruptions during critical periods can have long-lasting effects. And finally, behavioral factors play a role. Children are more likely to put objects in their mouths and spend time on the floor, increasing their exposure to chemicals in household dust and products. The most common EDCs in household products. Let's examine some of the most prevalent EDCs found in everyday items and their potential effects on child development. Musk ambret, the fragrant disruptor. A recent study published in the journal Endocrinology has brought attention to musk ambret, a synthetic fragrance used in detergents, perfumes, and other personal care products. Researchers found that this compound can activate receptors in the brain that control the onset of puberty, such as the gonadotropin-releasing hormone receptor and the kisspeptin receptor. Presence musk ambret can be found in laundry detergents, fabric softeners, perfumes and colognes, and scented personal care products. Regulatory status. While musk ambret is restricted in Europe and has been removed from the FDA's safe list in the United States, it is not entirely banned and may still be present in some products. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Phthalates, the plastic softeners. Phthalates are a group of chemicals used to make plastics more flexible and durable. They're also commonly used as fragrance stabilizers in personal care products. Phthalates can bind to estrogen receptors, exhibiting estrogenic activity. They can interact with androgen receptors, potentially impairing androgen synthesis. Additionally, they mimic thyroid hormones, disrupting normal thyroid function. Phthalates are found in shampoos and conditioners, lotions and moisturizers, deodorants and antiperspirants, nail polish and other cosmetics, as well as plastic food containers and packaging. Recent research using machine learning models has identified key molecular features of phthalates that contribute to their endocrine-disrupting effects. These include molecular weight and hydrophobic properties, which influence how phthalates interact with hormone receptors in the body. PFAS, the forever chemicals. Per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS, are a group of synthetic chemicals known for their water and stain-resistant properties. They've earned the nickname forever chemicals due to their persistence in the environment and the human body. PFAS exposure has been linked to polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, impaired glucose tolerance, and even obesity in children. You can find PFAS in non-stick cookware, water-resistant clothing and fabrics, food packaging especially for greasy foods, stain-resistant carpets and furniture, and some dental flosses. Bisphenol A, BPA, the plastic building block. BPA is a chemical used in the production of certain plastics and resins. It's been a subject of controversy due to its potential health effects, particularly on developing fetuses and young children. Primary exposure to BPA occurs through ingestion from food and beverage containers, skin contact with BPA-containing products, and inhalation of BPA particles in the air. BPA is commonly found in polycarbonate plastics, which are often used for water bottles and food storage containers, epoxy resins used to line metal food cans, thermal receipt paper, and some dental sealants and composites. While regulatory agencies like the FDA consider current BPA exposure levels safe, ongoing research continues to investigate its potential long-term effects on human health. The broader impact of EDCs on child health. The effects of EDCs extend beyond early puberty. Exposure to these chemicals during critical developmental periods can have far-reaching consequences for children's health, including 1. Neurodevelopmental issues. Some EDCs have been linked to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, autism spectrum disorders, and learning disabilities. 2. Metabolic disorders. Exposure to certain EDCs may contribute to the development of obesity and metabolic syndrome in children. 3. Immune system dysfunction. Some studies suggest that EDCs can alter immune system development, potentially increasing the risk of allergies and autoimmune disorders. 4. Reproductive health problems. Beyond early puberty, EDCs may impact fertility and reproductive organ development in both males and females. And 5. Cancer risk. Long-term exposure to certain EDCs has been associated with an increased risk of hormone-sensitive cancers later in life. Protecting our children: practical steps for families. While completely eliminating exposure to EDCs may be challenging in today's world, there are several steps families can take to reduce their children's contact with these chemicals. 1. Choose safer personal care products. Opt for fragrance-free shampoos, lotions, and cosmetics. Look for products labeled phthalate-free and paraben-free. Use personal care items with limited ingredients and without synthetic additives. 2. Be mindful of plastics. Avoid plastics labeled with recycling codes 3 or 7, which may contain BPA or phthalates. Use glass or stainless steel containers for food storage when possible. Reduce consumption of canned foods, opting for fresh or frozen alternatives. 3. Create a cleaner home environment. Vacuum and dust regularly to reduce exposure to chemicals that accumulate in household dust. Use natural cleaning products or make your own using ingredients like vinegar and baking soda. Open windows frequently to improve indoor air quality. 4. Choose safer cookware. Opt for stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic cookware instead of non-stick pans. Use glass or stainless steel containers for microwaving food. 5. Filter your water. Use a high-quality water filter to reduce exposure to PFAS and other contaminants in drinking water. 6. Read labels carefully. Familiarize yourself with common EDCs and look for them in product ingredient lists. Be wary of products labeled natural or organic without certification, as these terms are not strictly regulated. And 7. Support safer alternatives. Choose products from companies committed to avoiding EDCs and other harmful chemicals. Advocate for stronger regulations on EDCs in consumer products. The role of healthcare providers. Healthcare providers play a crucial role in educating families about the potential risks of EDCs and early puberty. They can, 1. Stay informed about the latest research on EDCs and their health effects. 2. Provide guidance on reducing exposure to harmful chemicals in the home. 3. Monitor children for signs of precocious puberty and other potential effects of EDC exposure. And 4. Advocate for stronger regulations and more research on the long-term impacts of EDCs. Conclusion: a call for awareness and action. The issue of early puberty and its potential link to endocrine-disrupting chemicals in household products is a complex and evolving area of research. While more studies are needed to fully understand the long-term impacts of these substances, the evidence we have suggests that taking precautionary measures is wise. By raising awareness about EDCs and their potential effects, we can empower families to make informed choices about the products they bring into their homes. Additionally, continued research and advocacy for stricter regulations on harmful chemicals will be essential in protecting the health of future generations. As we navigate this challenging landscape, it's important to remember that small changes can make a significant difference. By working together, families, healthcare providers, researchers, and policymakers, we can create a safer environment for our children to grow and thrive.